This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Individually, we are weak, like a single twig. But as a bundle, we form a mighty
Shut up, bitch.
We'll put my other glasses up here. I want to be that guy.
What's going on? What is going
What's
on?
up? You have
that...
visitation rights for my YouTube jailing.
I know, right? Yeah. We did this the other day on your channel, and then we said we'll just do this whenever there's an opening.
Yeah.
Well, little did we know that was prophetic.
The only opening. I was like, when are neither of us streaming? Well, I can tell you when I'm not streaming. So
Stephen Rock, hang on a sec. I lost my thing. Stephen Rockwood says, Camel effed up and now we can't have Camel Nights. Was it you? Did you say the wrong words?
No comment.
I can't remember. I think it might have been me.
No, it was me. You know. D, those gift memberships are for me, bro. Save them.
Oh, D.
Use them later.
Every super chat, every new member.
Yeah,
every
you're stealing
member. is taking food out of Camel's mouth.
Yeah.
And putting
you're
it
like
straight down into
that
my gullet.
Fish that eats all the shit out of the shark's teeth, you know.
Thank you, D. Hail D. I see that we've got Martha in the chat. She's not a member. Junk666. We're not going to shame you here, but I will say click on that gifted thing. Click on that green gift thing up there, and it'll say allow gifts. And Heavy Merlin, I see you're not a member either. I don't know if Sumo is. Jump on them, otherwise they'll go to waste. We need
Heavy Merlin.
We need you guys.
He says, "I wish I could become a member of Camel." What? It's that you can.
You still can.
Yeah, go do it.
The link. I think the link is in the description to the Camel's channel. You can go over there and become a member.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. What I had said. Let's change the word. Sheila said, "Let's change the word to baboons." I said, some people think that baboons were stolen. That's it. I didn't say who. I didn't say specifically, which, person in office. None of that. I didn't make any assessment.
Not office, zoo. Which baboons in which zoo?
was there for whatever reason. Nothing. You pretty much can't insinuate the possibility that baboons were taken from the zoo. And as a result, I tried to fight it. I was like, hey, this is the best part. They're like, do you want to fight it? I'm like, yes. So I hit appeal. There's no box. I couldn't actually have an appeal. There was no reason, they didn't give me any explanation or like a place to present my argument. 5 minutes later, I get an email. After careful consideration, we've decided that you still violated the terms and services of YouTube. I'm like, all right, guys, thanks for nothing. So let it be. No baboons and no puppies. Can't do it.
No baboons, no puppies. No, I mean, look, and the baboon topic might become a thing, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to.
I think that's why. I think
they're gonna be like we'll watch Camel Nights, and then you'll start getting recommendations to animal programs and stuff like that.
He does like
what is happening?
Yeah, exactly.
Sumo said, did he just say he didn't know if I was a member? You know how I do this, Sumo. It's like negging.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whatever. Okay. Welcome everybody to the show. Let me just quickly say hello to. I'll say hello to Sumo. He was first. First. I don't know if that was a. What was it? What is it? A
Freudian slip.
Freudian slip there. Driakos. Do you know Driakos? Some of these people might be Camel Knights people.
Oh, I've seen a couple like in Insaniacs draws. I don't know you, Paulus Arts, Buddha Bear.
These are all regulars in my chat.
Oh well,
Engineer Rekka.
Come watch Camel Knights next week, guys. Same time.
Yeah. The Camel Knights is actually a show where he does things. There's intros and there's an actual show. This is just going to be Camel and I hanging out.
Yeah. Get Mike some
talk stuff,
some members and super chat money.
Exactly. Dale A's here. Lombasi's here. Who else? Butterbear, Heavy Merlin. See Sark. There's my wife. There's Fallout Zone. Neff's in the house. Here you go, Neff Bretsky, the great. Who else is here? Winslow is happy to see Camel. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Lots of Camel fans in the chat. Great to see. We got Jeremy here too. We got Junk. All fantastic. I've got a super chat here from Mombasi. He says, I missed what you said about super chats. I said every single one of these chats is like another. It's like 1,000 cuts on Camel. You know, each one. That's how we can.
I'm like, that was mine. Right? I'm stealing my money.
It was like when you and I just the other day, we decided out of the goodness of our own hearts to make sure that Rob had a show because he was sick. Yeah. Apparently, he made a shit ton of money off our hard work.
CG, you know, it's cooperative. Where it's okay. It's not a big deal. You know, I made, I don't know, like no joke, like $150 off of your birthday wishes. All right. Cool.
It did happen. That's cool though, because I made like 400. So
yeah,
I don't feel emasculated.
Spread the wealth for someone else's birthday.
D's gonna have to check the calendar. Not sure why.
Damn.
I hate how I've got the pop-up chats here, so in case there's any member chats coming in, they can't like, there's always a delay.
Is it so? A member chat's in green. Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay, so the Nefarious for $5 says 1,000 cuts. You say?
Oh no, that's a super chat.
No, so
there's money on it. That's a super chat. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
No, I was just saying I hate how there's a delay, so I can see these super chats, but I can't bring them out yet. Nefarious says 1,000 cuts. You say? Here he is. This is like everyone's. You know, in the scene in Rome where they're all standing around with the knives in front of Caesar. And they're like, "What are you waiting for?" They're like, "Okay." Everyone's
you
coming
do it.
in.
No, you do it. That was a great
Camel
show.
Here. Thank
that
you.
Was like
so good.
Before Game of Thrones, Rome. I mean, that was like, holy cow. Yeah. I mean, probably that was 20 years ago. That was.
We're going to talk about awesome shows tonight, I reckon. So that means we're going to talk about She-Hulk.
Oh, good. Good. I have so much to say. I haven't even seen it, but I've seen the memes.
I know.
So that's good enough.
I don't think I'm going to see it. Martha for 2. Make that 1,001. There you go. Wow, everyone likes to take their piece of camel meat tonight.
Yeah,
D agrees. Rome was a great show. Yeah, their pound of flesh. It was only 2 seasons, wasn't it?
Yeah, I always thought it should have been 3 too, because like you kind of want to like all great arcs have 3 acts to it. And it always felt a little like, and then the way it ends, and I'm not going to say anything for the people who haven't seen it, but there's definitely like, they kind of kill off one of the main characters suddenly and unceremoniously. And you're like, and he was a made up character. I was like, they could have just done another season. I don't know what the fuck the point of that was. But Norin Rad, Super Bogan member for 3 months says, Hail, sorry to hear about Camel Knights this week. Looking forward to it next week. Do you have a game picked out for the next game show? Well, we're going to finish Mario 3. We have 2 more levels.
Yeah, we're only on to world 7. Is it 7 or 6?
We'll do 7. We finish 6, 7, and then we'll do 8. Yeah, 7 and 8.
So, we could be finished Mario 3 by 2024 or something. We'll see. It's getting real hard.
Yeah. Speaking of real hard, Norin Rad posted a playthrough of the NES Silver Surfer, and I watched the whole thing. Oh my god, that game is. I always imagined that game was impossible, but he makes it look easy. And even at the I think he beats it, but it's like, yeah, that looks like a tough one.
I just want to say to Sark, Paulis Arts, Ron Martin, Matches Malone, who else? Dragon Pisces. Guys, hit that little green gift thing at the top of the chat. I think there's still 4 memberships free that D has gifted us. So yeah, that would be excellent if you could snatch them up. Matches says, Camel, be more funny. Jesus. All right, I'm going to start the show off with
start those Yo Mama jokes everyone likes.
I know, right?
Yo Mama,
you know
so
what I've
fat.
been. You know what I've been.
The doctor told her to go on a diet.
Oh my god, I have to pull this up because I was watching it earlier. I have to show you this. You have gotten me addicted to those stupid dad joke videos.
Oh yeah,
I love them.
They're so bad, but they're so good.
Oh, I saw a tick. Hang on. Okay, here we go. All right. This is what I do during my day. I'm going to share this. Chrome tab. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Camel put me onto this, and he always says this. He always says, "I don't know if this is funny, but I laugh." And it's like, hang on, I guess I'm obliged.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I have a different sense of humor.
But man, I'm digging this guy, and I like that. It's like, I wonder if it's like, hey, Dad, do you want to be a TikTok star?
Yeah,
and he's like, 60.
What's TikTok? Yeah.
65. He's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, trust me. Look how many views they're getting. Check this out.
Oh yeah, they're through the roof.
I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me.
It drops the thing. I've watched that like 6 times now. I love everything about it.
It's so dumb.
If she didn't drop the baking tray.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, it's too
very good. Well done.
And now this
well done,
up in my
TikTok
feed.
Dad.
I know. They did one. I was watching one earlier today where it's like he's forcing his son to dress like a dad, and he lays out all the different things.
Mm-hmm.
And the son's like putting them on, but he's all tentative, and he puts on his t-shirt, and then the dad is still like this. He's like as in tuck it in.
Tuck it in, yeah. I told my wife this joke I came up with the other day, and she loved it. It was so dumb. I said, "What's what kind of ghost is Tony Soprano afraid of?" And and the answer is gabagools. That's so stupid. And she was like, "That's so bad, it's amazing."
That will do it. Serious Cat, Ron Martin, Butterbear, and Keiko Damon were all gifted memberships by D. Fantastic. Great to see them all snatched up. Well done.
Lady says, I don't get it. Gabagool is like a meat. It's like a salty meat. They were always eating it on The Sopranos.
Why won't it let me share this? Hold on a sec. Do I have to share Chrome now? I hate when it does this sometimes. It won't let me share what I want to share on Safari. So our plan worked. We hatched a plan yesterday. Video. Yeah, we hatched a plan,
if you will.
I know, because I want to actually. Let's find this. Let's go to your Twitter, Camel. Because I saw this. We were chatting about it the other day. If I could
my action figures.
No, this. Not your action figures.
Yeah.
This. And I was like, this reminds me of the video I did with Rob, where I pretended that I thought Kevin Smith copied Rob's character. I
sure.
flattered Rob. There was still like 2 or 3 people who left comments saying, I don't really think they're the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the joke. But I thought, hey, look, you've basically done the same thing. And then you and I were chatting. I was like, but this is beyond.
It's beyond parody. Like, that's the thing. You get to a point where you're like, art is imitating life. I'm sorry, life is imitating art to the degree of being like overly satirical. And I was like, I came up with the X them as a joke in passing on a Camel Knights episode a year and a half ago. And then I was like, oh, this is something I'll roll with, In fact, it was actually Shane who said, Camel, go with that. That's actually a good idea. And I was like, all right. So I went ahead with, I did a poster. And then I started coming up with these hilarious, well, I thought they were hilarious, descriptions of the characters. Well, cut to 18 months later, and Marvel's like, no, we're doing the same thing, but they're taking it seriously. And I'm like, that is just so fucking tone deaf. That's what's amazing. What's even crazier is one of the characters looks exactly like mine, but theirs looks stupider and goofier than anything I came up with.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, can you tell what's the parody from the real thing? And then on top of that, why does the real thing look better than the parody? Like that, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be so easy to just be a guy who's writing, drawing.
What do you mean?
Why
does the parody look better than the real? You
like, why does your book, your book, which is supposed to be the parody, look better than what's supposed to be the real thing? Like, there was a time back in the day when just a guy couldn't put together a comic book that looked better than what Marvel or DC were putting out. It was, it was like, unless you were a Kenneth Rocafort or something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a lot to do with the sort of, bereft creativity happening, and the fact that if you are too self-serious, you miss the point of, what it is you're trying to achieve. And it's like, you're going to do better making something like this a joke versus trying to do it for real. And I think a great example would be years ago, they made a Starsky and Hutch movie. And there was a lot of conversation that took place is to like, well, are we going to do it like seriously, or are we going to do it like as tongue in cheek? And eventually they landed on tongue in cheek because they were like, if we take this seriously, it's too stupid because it's,
what that reminds me of? The Brady Bunch movies.
Yeah,
I don't know if you ever saw them. They were hilarious because
they're joking about what the 70s were like. Right, exactly.
Yeah. I got to get these super chats here.
Okay.
Lombasi for 5. Thank you so much. He says, to be fair, dad jokes are pretty clever and always uplifting. He should feel heroic, especially if you compare him to what passes as superheroes right now. He is the most wholesome thing on TikTok right now.
My wife loves him too. Yeah.
I just love the idea that you can tell, like, that's a real family. And they just decided one day, let's make TikTok videos. And now they're big on YouTube as well because the YouTube shorts. Yeah. Thank you, Lombasi. And as well here from Unhinged, Jason, Frog G, Voodoo, Gods, and Magics is only 6 signups away from 300. How Comicsgate. Wow.
Great.
That's very impressive. Well done, fellas. I hope some people have put the link in the chat there for Voodoo, Gods, and Magic. I'm not seeing it, but hopefully one of you mods can.
Is that new? Did he start this week or?
Yeah, no. We had him on. I don't know, probably about a month ago.
Oh.
And yeah, we went through the whole thing.
Sumo Thori says the Miami Vice movie tried the serious route. Yeah, I give the Miami Vice movie a pass because it was still done by Michael Mann. But if it wasn't, then it'd be like, all right, you almost need to make a joke out of it if you're, but they kind of did, like, because if you think about The Wedding Singer, like The Wedding Singer was like, we're just going to do all jokes about the 80s, and that's what made that movie work. So
they're trying to do a joke. I think that's why I was so confused. I think they're trying to do a joke with this. because if you look here, he's out cold, kids stay back, and then this guy goes, no way, transistors tolerate, as that's like Avengers Assemble, transistors tolerate, and they're like, no.
I don't think I don't think they're trying to make a parody. I think this is a garbage writer and their garbage attempt of trying to get ahead of this thing. This way, should people attack it, there's one panel in there where they're like, no, we're not trying to take ourselves too seriously. But I think it's just they're trying to have an appeal to it that doesn't come off like they're so serious, but it's still a serious.
Because this guy here is being serious when he says, hey, I thought this was a safe space. Like, that's language that he clearly uses. He's not saying that jokingly. Whereas this, look at this guy's gut.
I mean, maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a parody. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about.
The dude is called D-Man.
What's interesting too,
apparently they changed him gay. There were people leaving comments telling me, no, this guy was never gay back in the day. They made him gay, and they made he was Demolition Man, and he was just like D-Man was his nickname. But then now he's officially gay. He has a boyfriend, and his name is D-Man. So,
what's interesting about that is that's the original Daredevil costume without the mask.
Is it?
I mean, yeah, he has. Well, Daredevil has 2 Ds, but yeah, it's red and yellow, and it's just.
He also has a mask, and he looks a lot like Wolverine too. It's very
Wolverine.
Bizarre. I had
the
to do a
original
little
Wolverine
bit
mask looked a lot like Daredevil's mask.
But when you first looked at this, did you go through these, like, pity girl who hypnotizes people by reading their sad stories? This sounds exactly like X-Thems. These are not real powers.
Maybe they watched a stream, right? Maybe they watched Camel Knights and they were like, I'm so glad that video is out there. That is just proof that we did it first. And, I especially during Pride Month, that's when I think this came out, right? It was sometime in June, or when is Pride Month? July or June. And, there was a lot of talk about, like the new X-Men cartoon, because the, they didn't get the mutants, so they couldn't call it the X-Men. And then there was like, so people started jokingly saying, well, how about the X-Them? And I was like, I'm so glad I launched the sign up right before that happened, because otherwise, people will accuse you of just ripping off someone else's idea. It's like, no, we had it first. It just took a while to get it out there. But we have all the receipts, so everyone is second.
I didn't even know what to make of this. A non-binary hero who can freeze things with the empty universe stores in their chest. It's English. I can tell it's using English words, but it's just, it's gobbledygook. I don't even know what that is. This one was like
stores.
I don't know. I just don't know. Good arson. There's someone in the chat when I was premiered the video said, you could interpret that as I'm going to give this guy a good arson.
Hey, I sent you the descriptions. Read the descriptions for the X-Men, because it's amazing how similar, but how much better they are.
Yeah,
because
they're fantastic.
These are so dumb. Again, too, I think it shows the caliber of writing. It's just like, even trying to be on the nose, you come off like you're doing a poor interpretation. And it's like, honestly, this to me seems like it was written by like AI. And it's just like, it doesn't even make sense.
It reminds me of those, was it the New Mutants thing, where they're just like, and they're like, this one has power. He's like good at TikTok or something like that.
Oh yeah,
I swear that was the thing.
Yeah, there's like trail mix girl and all this other nonsense. You're like, what the fuck?
I like this one too. Face shopper who can shapeshift into anyone she thinks is cool. So if you're not cool, she's like, I can't do that. Sorry.
I have to like you first. Oh, all right.
I know. All right, so. Well, let me Let me stop sharing that, and I'll share the other window. Where the hell is it? It's down here.
I sent you all that art too. I mean, I could put it on mine if you want, but
it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right. So this is what you sent me. Hive mind. Hang on. The XDEM's children of the chromosomes have an extra Z. Is it Z or Z? What do you guys say?
We call it Z, but I know you guys say Z.
Z. Yeah. Z chromosome that gives them their ability to be extra in real life. So, Hive Mind sets the narrative for the whole team and uses her power of mental gymnastics to jump around counter narratives. Already, it's better. It's funny.
Already, yeah. And she has a big stupid brain. Like, all right, I get it. I see it. I get it.
People are liking Trail Mix Girl.
Yeah,
used to be a character. She always has healthy snacks at the ready. I mean, why not? Why the hell not? I don't know.
She's a they them mix, you know. She's call me Mix. Oh, okay.
Norrin Rad says Tunnel Vision is such a good name. Yeah, he's my favorite. Clapback Karen, who I think might be a crowd favorite. I want to see this in a cartoon. So the voice, you could get this like real booming low voice. It's ma'am.
It's ma'am. Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like
that's all it said. Like, it's like it's a moron.
Everything shakes.
One word.
Oh, here's an idea too. Which one is re?
Okay. There's a guy named NPC who looks like the NPC bot, you know, like the terrible drawing. And he's in a giant laptop, like a 90s 80s looking laptop, or laptop, but it's like an old school computer. But I've drawn it in the shape of Professor X's chair with a TV on top of it, and he runs the whole thing. And so he can do the re. That's like his power. He just goes re.
So Clapback Karen claps her hands together, creating a sonic boom to deafen her opposition while screaming, "It's ma'am! It's ma'am!
It's ma'am!
It's ma'am!" Tunnel Vision can't see anything but what's directly in front of him. He drills in on one issue and won't relent. I love his little his little thing.
It's a little drill.
Telephoto.
It's so yeah.
Hot mess. That's this hot mess here. Wears 2 masks, and everything it touches turns to flaming garbage. And no one knows what hot mess is. It's ambiguous.
Yeah, just decides what it is. But the funny thing about the hot mess is that's the one that looks like the other one that does the same power on the trans whatever they're called. I don't know, the super trans or whatever they are. Transistors, what are they called?
Which one? Let's have a look. Hold on, let me pull that back up. So which one are you talking about?
The one with the gut. That one there on the right. Yeah.
That's hot mess character. Exposed.
That's the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Imagine you're an artist and you're like, oh goody, I get to draw this.
Yeah, it's got a big gut and oh god, it looks like Guy Fieri. No, thank you.
Oh, goody. Also one says, I think Hot Met used to be a relationship status.
Yeah.
Nora Red says Tunnel Vision is like the Eric July haters on Twitter. They are not relenting. They're like doing whatever they can. I keep an eye on it. Whatever they can to like try and find a crack in the armor. There was a guy today who was
guys need to get a life.
Arguing with him about how you're not making enough money now because you've made your product too expensive and you're not capturing any normies.
Not enough money.
Like,
dude made $3.5 million.
And Eric is like, what do you do? And he's like, I have an MBA in business.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. What is it? Yeah, has that gained you anything? I made $3.5 million.
And people start going after the dude. And he's like, all I'm trying to do is impart some of my business acumen onto Eric.
Yeah, acumen. There's his fucking word of the day on toilet paper. Like, get out of here.
All right. So you also got, and these aren't pictured here, but
catfish is on the other. It's on the image I sent you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to bring that up?
Yeah, I can bring that one up. Let me. Where is it?
Maiden Hell says Eric needs to start saying Rippaverse out. Yeah. Oh, the mam clap. That's what the power is called. The mam clap. I like it. Micro says, what's amazing is Eric flat out tells them he's monetizing their craziness and they just keep feeding him. I know. It is hilarious. Like, it's a self-sustaining little cottage industry, which is Eric July's Twitter feed right now, of just, people just trying to find a way to point out to him why what he's doing is wrong as he's sitting on a growing mountain of cash.
Yeah. Yeah, this one here. I don't know if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in? Yeah. This one here, that's catfish.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, kind of hidden. Okay, that's catfish.
Yeah.
Catfish uses its hooks to lure you in, and you die of terror from seeing its true form. How does... So it has literal hooks that it sends out. It,
yeah, well, that's my Wolverine stand-in, That's why he's got the hair. And... Yeah.
And then there's email. Now it's not like email as in how you would normally write it. It's e-mail as in like not female.
M-A-L-E. And he looks like, if you guys can imagine, he's going to look like a Colossus, but he has like, one of those mailman hats. And he has like, suspenders,
Oh, man. He turns into electricity and gets into your emails and then doxes you. And then lastly, there's Shots Fired, who shoots randomly into the air, hoping to hit anything and everything, but always misses the point. This is good satire, Camel. This is good stuff.
It's so much better than the garbage from the transistors, whatever they are.
I know, which is just like random word salad. Which, who are you appealing to? Like, this is the thing. Like, this that we're looking at has an appeal to anyone who just thinks that the whole woke stuff is hilarious. Like, it is. Oh stupid.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's why
it's the audience to this.
That's why it's the Comicsgaters versus them. Junk666 says, "Do the Comicsgaters have a catchphrase like Turtle Power or Jawsome?" Yeah, it's Gator done. They scream that into battle. Gator done.
And whereas the other it's like, who's it for? That's the thing. Like, I don't imagine that if you are, I'm trans, I want to read about this lame joke of a trans team that Marvel is putting together. It's like, I
almost wonder if, again, like, they're doing it to like get ahead of it so that no one can do it or something, but it's like, well, if too fucking late, if anything, like, we'll monetize it, motherfuckers. We're going to use you as a direct comparison as to why your product is trash to sell our own.
You want to sign up. You really do, because we call this the reach around cover. That will only be available through a sign up link that you'll receive. Camel will send you an email when it's live. Otherwise, you get the other cover that he was showing here, I think.
Yeah, that one. And so these are, I'll just do a quick here. These are both issue 0, whichever cover you choose. And then also on the campaign is going to be Boots and Heels issues 1 through 3. This is where the story starts. It's a 12-issue series, so it's going to be 4 phases. This is phase 1. But it's all done. Everything's drawn. So it's not like, let's hope and pray that we get to it. No, we'll get to it because it's already done. So this is This is really the crowd campaign. Mostly is just to make sure that they all get colored.
Someone left a comment on one of my videos the other day. It was really clever. I think it was on the Sandman video.
Okay.
And the whole Sandman thing is that when the Sandman came out in the late 80s, that was pretty
revolutionary.
To have openly gay characters, androgynous characters that they didn't really have. It wasn't about them being gay. They were just gay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there were gay things in the media, but they were gay stories for gay people about gay things. So it was like, no, it was a bit like how they put the black actress in Star Trek back in the day.
Sure.
And I was like, whoa, this is a big deal, because it's not a black show. It's just she happens to be black. So, all right. And then he was saying these things are cool in their day because they're against the mainstream.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about that line for 4 days now. Like, you go all the way back, like the Fonz. He's got his leather jacket and his jeans, and he's like riding a motorbike, and he's like, "Ee." And he was like literally cool, because back when what it was trying to represent was this was a time when everyone wore shirts and slacks and all that sort of stuff. He was the antithesis of that. And then you go to anything really, and it's like, if you are against what is commonly accepted and mainstreamed, and like your parents really are into it and everything, then you can be cool. But now in 2022, to come out, we're going to have an all trans team, or look, our comic has 200 gay people in it. It's like,
that's old hat. Like, no, whatever.
That's not cool anymore. In fact, unless you make something that's friggin' awesome, it's probably going to come off as really lame.
Well, it's it's panderous, you know.
It's pandering. Yeah, it's tokenism. Remember when all the women got together in Endgame and were like, yeah, and they were like, she's got help, and they're all like, you know, trying to look all badass. Cut down.
Apparently, that tested so poorly in you know, the test audiences that they cut a lot of that out. And so even then, it was like, oh, this is probably not the best idea for a shot, and they stuck with it. Yeah.
I see like feminist types, left wingers on Twitter saying, okay, that was a bit much. That was pretty cringe.
Yeah.
And you're like, because it's not cool
authentic anymore. Yeah. There's
you got all women superhero characters. So
yeah, I get it. You know, when you point at it too much, you make it come off as though it's a sales pitch. And it's like, people don't want to be sold on, especially when it comes to like that kind of political stuff. It's just like, you know, have fun, poke fun at it. You know, like Ninja Turtles in the 80s was joking about that stuff, but it took it seriously. But it wasn't like, it wasn't taking it so seriously that it couldn't have fun about itself. You know, there was no political message behind it, you know? And I think that, that's probably just the best course of any time you make a new medium or like a new IP or anything like that. It's just like, have fun, address what's happening, but don't do it so head on that it makes people squint and be like, oh, okay, so there's clearly an agenda here.
Yeah, I like this line.
Yeah, sorry.
Captain Marvel single-handedly destroyed Thanos' enormous warship, but needs help flying to the van. That's true. I didn't think of that. Oh, well. I'm sure there's lots of other plot. I mean, it's a story about flight going back in time, so it's like you automatically assume there's going to be some plot holes going on there. Oh, well.
Anyway, yeah. Get on it, guys. We're at 325 emails, so
nice.
Moving on up.
Yeah. I picked up a couple extra myself. I think I'm up to 914.
Oh, okay.
We're just one away from 915, which is just, what's that? 85 away from 1,000.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear at 999. I'm going to be the 1,000th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I signed up to yours, mofo. Jesus.
Yeah, but I want to get you to 1,000.
You want to be the one?
Don't you understand?
Yeah.
Don't you see how this works?
You want me to owe you? So you go, hey, I was that guy.
Yeah, you wouldn't be at 1,000 without me, bro. You would have stuck at 999 forever. Camel
I gotta
Blue.
share this.
Oh, thank you.
I gotta share this. Everyone's talking about this. I've denied about making a video on it, but I don't know. $2 from Urashima. Endgame was a complete cluster F.
Yeah,
letdown.
Endgame's terrible. I
don't hate it as much as you guys, but I get it. I know.
There are some really good Fandom Menace guys, actually. I don't remember their names, but I know that Anna knows them because they've done Star Wars vids, and a couple of them have done teardown vids of how terrible Endgame is. They're like 3.5, 4 hours. They're great, and they really like explain how stupid.
I watched them as well.
Yeah.
Why the big battle is not what it should have been, but at the same time, it's like.
Well, it's a tough one because it's like, how do you follow up Infinity War? Infinity War is like an amazing, I just think it's a good sci-fi action flick. It's a good, fun movie. But yeah, it's, at that point, it's like, we're going to do a time travel, but we don't want to be committed to time travel because it gets messy and we don't have to account for anything. So we'll talk about like adjacent multiverse timelines. And it's like, all right, you guys don't know what you want to do.
They were kind of clever setting up that whole, there's only one way out of 14 million that will work. And they got it, so they can't really mess with it.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Jeremy says, Endgame was a letdown, but Camel's right. How do you top Infinity War? I get it, guys, but I'm not so, all you guys hate Endgame. I actually watched it again not too long ago, and I enjoyed it. I get it. I understand. I know what you're saying. But look, is it this? Is it this? Let's play it. Have you watched this? Did you see it?
Oh, yeah. Well, you go, and then I'll tell you what I said about it.
Here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street,
press X to doubt.
Explain my own area of expertise to me. I do it pretty much every day because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult or might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert at controlling.
Wait. Here's the thing. Okay, just pause. So I see this, and I especially like Hulk's reaction. There's a part of me that almost feels like they know how stupid this, it's doing itself more of a disservice than it is trying to make a point. It's like you're like allowing this woman to say this shit, and just, it reminds me of when Catwoman in the Batman movie is like, she says that quick line about like white rich guys or something like that, and Batman looks at it like, whatever, I don't even have time for this. It says more about her character that she would think that than it does about the writer's agenda to try to expose whatever that thought process is. And it so I think, even though it's dumb and it's cringy, I think it's hilarious because, again, it goes back to being tone deaf. You're trying to make a point, but you kind of are making the opposite point as a result.
Yeah, and you tweeted about that, saying you listed off, things.
Oh, I have it here
happened.
if you want to.
Yeah,
I have it. It says Captain America was in solid ice for 50 years. Rhodey was shot out of the sky and paralyzed. Hulk tried to blow his own head off. Black Widow was rendered barren. Tony Stark's house was blown up. Hawkeye lost his entire family. Thor lost all of Asgard, but She-Hulk got catcalled.
Well, hang on. Allegedly. I need to see receipts.
Allegedly.
I'm press X to doubt. That's all I'm going to say. And this part here, her whole cadence here. this. You can see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Literally means not literally. Like hypothetically murdered.
Well, you had like 200 people who liked your receipts tweet. I was like, that is hilarious. It's so stupid. It's just like, get the fuck out of here, lady. And this is a tweet, right? So I can't say everything, but this ignores Tony Stark doing his own heart surgery in a cave. There's or Spider-Man losing his aunt to a guy he tried to help.
This is a universe where half the universe got erased for 5 years. Like that, ladies. When half the universe gets erased for 5 years, you don't get to talk about catcalling anymore,
right?
Or complaining that someone is trying to clarify something in your field of expertise. Mansplaining, manspreading, catcalling. It's going to be a long time before any of that becomes even vaguely relevant.
Again, also, what kind of Frosted Flakes world do you live in where that's the major strife in your life? Like, wow, what a wonderful life you've
very
led.
sheltered in the MCU.
Like, wow, life's been so hard. I had someone try to tell me how to do my job. What the fuck? God forbid.
I gotta show this bit again.
Yeah, I do pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will get called.
Sorry, wait, all right. That's gotta be that shot of the Hulk has to be my new profile pic. Like, that's gotta be a meme, like when people cut to the Thor when he's like, yeah, that's the new one right there. Like, okay.
Do you think the show is self-aware that they're like making him like this, or are they trying to make him be understanding and listening?
I think they are,
because this is Soy Hulk.
Well, so here's the thing. It's the magic of editing. And this goes back, to like all the way back to like, when they were figuring out how editing worked, and like, how shots cut with each other. There's that famous documentary about like the bowl of soup, and you cut it with the woman who is sad, and you cut it with the guy who looks longing, and you kind of get a different impression about who they are based off of how the edit is. And the same thing is happening here. And it's just like, I think they probably thought it came off like he was being empathetic, but it really comes off like he's just kind of, mocking her because of the way it's edited together. And so it's like, the audience, especially if a character doesn't say anything, a lot of times they will impart their own emotion onto the silent character. And I think that's what's happening.
It is, I got to play this part.
And incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me. I do it pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will.
Where did she say?
Emotional or difficult,
the end.
Or might just literally get murdered. So,
is that something that happens to you often?
Is that real common?
Are there any ladies in the chat? Are you literally getting murdered out there?
How many times have you literally been murdered
on a regular basis? Look at that. Bitch. Like, he's like thinking right there. He's like, if I was old Hulk, I would literally grab you by an ankle right now and just go like bang, 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 bang. Like, fucking bitch.
Like, you want to know who's showing real restraint here? It's him. He's like, yep. He's like, I can't go more Hulk as Hulk, but trust me, if I was Bruce right now, I would be raging right now.
Oh my god. Spike and Madness says, yeah, men are murder proof. Yeah, no men ever get murdered. No men ever.
Yes.
In 2022, no men ever have to suffer through sanctimonious women explaining things to you that you already know. That never happens ever. And then on top of that, I mean, again, where is it? Let's get it. That's his press X to doubt face. Catcalled. Really?
Well, the best part about all this, or one of this, is one of the tweets was from the guy who calls himself Matt Murdock on Twitter, and he goes, "I can't wait till she tells Daredevil how privileged he is." it has 18,000 likes on it.
Oh man, yeah, it's hot stuff. It is hot stuff. Oh, Hulk. Yeah, we know what happens to Hulk is someone pointed out in one of these tweet threads that he just is like, he's essentially sulking after getting his ass handed to him by Thanos. And like, I didn't really put that together watching the movies. I was just really frustrated when the Hulk wouldn't come out. And I was like, what is this? What is this storyline? And that's apparently it. Like, he was just bitched by Thanos, and then the only way he could get him out is if he fused his, turn into this Hulk. And it's just like, this is not an interesting character. This is not.
Well, that's also like, I wouldn't call it a retcon, but it was like lazy writing, because the real reason was the budget. They were like, they wanted a Hulk redemption at the end, but they didn't have the money for it, so they just kept him as Bruce Banner the whole time. And so that's why we didn't get to see the Hulk till Endgame again.
Well, I remember, I wasn't big on the Hulk. But I read some Avengers, and I remember him like Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
Being around. But he was still massive. He was still that.
He's like kind of
that was the interesting part of that character, is he was this enormous dude who he'd be doing little, engineering stuff with his massive, hands. But this one, someone's put him together. Like, you can see how Hulk is actually shrinking from movie to movie and becoming like more doughy. He's less ripped. It's like his dad bod Hulk.
Well, also, I think it's like, I don't know if that has to do with the budget, but it's like, if you make a big Hulk, you gotta have like wide shots. He's always like bumping into doors. Like, you have to think about like the space that he's in. And I think that's why a lot of this, I haven't seen all of it, but like a lot of it takes place in either a large lab, or it takes place in a, on an island, or it's like, they don't really need to worry too much about the space. But even so, it's like they still have made him small. So it kind of defeats the purpose a little.
I want to find, what's this one? Oh, this is
just
a good
not
one
attractive. She's the most plain Jane woman I've ever seen.
Getting catcalled, Camel.
Yeah. I said to you last night,
walking through.
Like,
go on.
This woman, unless she's in a coal mine, she's not getting catcalled. Like, what are you talking about? No, you
don't understand. On her way to work, she purposefully walks through some really questionable areas of New York, certain streets.
Her ass out, yeah.
Just so.
I walked down 110th Street without a shirt on. Oh yeah, I got catcalled it.
Hiroshima says Hulk and Thor stories were the worst handled in Endgame. Yeah, I agree. And thank you for the $2. All right, yeah, let's check this out. This is interesting as well. This is something else.
Deal with you.
Hang on.
But first, we got to deal with you.
Me? What happened to me? I changed.
Look, I'm sorry. I tried to warn you. My blood got into your system, and after
I don't want to play it like
you got a lethal dose.
I want to
pause it. Give it a sec.
Anything shenanigans happening, but I'm guessing this is like she's learning that she's the Hulk now.
Yeah,
and
right.
I mean, you would imagine this is a big moment in your life. You're like, you are Hulkified now. Like, this is serious stuff.
Yeah.
Junk says she's very okay looking.
Yeah. You have the power to turn into questionable CG. Oh, okay. Cool.
Where does Hulk get these enormous hoodies, by the way? I wonder.
I don't know.
Down to the
big and tall. Really, really big and tall.
Extra big and tall.
Yeah, made to order,
Lethal? As in I'm gonna die?
No, there was more to it that I'm going to explain.
That is not the sentence to take a pause on, Bruce.
Okay.
Well, but the editing of this is unbelievable and unrealistic. It's just like he didn't take a pause. And then they had the music swell. It's like it's really, really poorly put together. It's like apart from what they're saying. Yeah.
Isn't he supposed to be one of the smartest people in the world?
Yeah, I mean, everything about this is just like really spitting in the face of the idea of what the character even is.
Jeremy says this is really bad. Oh, we're getting a baller raid. Welcome everyone.
What's up, ballers?
Has ended. We are just hanging out tonight, Camel and I, because Camel is in YouTube jail. So there's no Camel nights tonight. This is episode 2 of. I mean, it's not a regular show, but just whenever Camel and I are free.
Yeah.
Infrequent. So welcome, ballers. We're checking out this very, very exceptional show.
Exceptional? Oh,
She-Hulk.
That's a word.
Let's continue.
Look. You and I, we share a rare combination of genetic factors that allow us to synthesize gamma radiation into something else.
So I turn into a Hulk now too.
I've been analyzing your blood, and
what is this?
Also, what's weird is like his voice is bizarre. It's like he did it over the phone while he's in the car. It's like, hey, Mark, can you do some lines real fast? Sure. Do it like the Hulk. Can you put the top up on the convertible? No. All right, just do it anyway.
The way it synthesized gamma, I was able to use it to completely heal my arm.
Oh. Because I'm better than you?
Can you hear me? Can you hear?
In conclusion.
I'm better than you.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah, I like how she's taking this news.
Wait, play that part again. I was talking over that. Where she says, "I'm better than you."
Hey, what?
Able to use it to completely heal my arm.
Oh. Because I'm better than you?
It's just basically different.
In a better way.
In conclusion.
Also, what does that say about her as a character, that she has to feel that she's better than him? Like, it's like that's not a home run, right? That's not a flex. Like the ego of because I'm better than you is a really that's what a villain would say. That's not the kind of thing that a hero would put out there as like actual, conversation or dialogue,
I'm trying to find this scene from the courtroom.
Oh yeah, that was terribly edited.
I saw it. I was like, this can't be real. This is the one. That's the one I said to you. Looks like it's from the CW. It's this
I think
one here,
Go Up, right?
Version.
Isn't it the one? Oh yeah, maybe I don't know. I thought it was the one right there. It's 10 minutes though.
No, we don't want to watch that. No, it's like it shouldn't be too hard to find. It was like everyone was like, "What the hell is this? What is happening?" Oh God, damn it!
Maybe they took it down.
It was everywhere yesterday.
Stupid. Yeah, it was everywhere. I know.
Like, oh, this is
this is bad.
Oh damn it! That's annoying. Maybe if there's anyone in the chat, if you know where that clip is, it's she throws a bench at that woman and then punches her. If you can DM that to me, I can play it. But I was looking at it the other day, and I'm like, this looks like the CW in terms of fighting. I mean, there was one overhead shot that I thought, okay, CW wouldn't do that shot. Like that's a little bit too outside their budget. But other than that, I was like, damn, this is yeah, I know. Is it the one with the flying kick? But it's like it's a longer one.
I found it. I got it
or something. You got it?
I'm going to send it to you in the private chat.
All right. Okay. Lombasi for 2. Seen the Nailing It clip from She-Hulk on YouTube? No, I haven't seen that. Do you want to DM that to me, Lombasi? We'll check it out. All right. Let me just grab this, copy a link. Here we go. Yeah, got a Google ad. Hold on a sec.
Oh, good.
Goody goody. Whoa, did D gift 10 memberships?
No.
D, my boy, thank you so much. Wow, how does that feel, Camel? 10 memberships.
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. Everyone, if you aren't a member, click on that green gift button at the top of the chat. That will make sure that you are able to receive one of these beautiful memberships that D has gifted out. You will be able to use the emojis. You'll be able to go and check out the VIP Bogan Discord. I see Jawmonger Worm and Mr. Mean Mustard have taken them up. I see Sanguine Tails, Maromi, Junk 666. You guys aren't members yet. Angela Curry. Yeah, make sure you snap them up.
All of my members.
Looks like someone's going to have their own ivory tower soon, says Fatty. Yes, I'll be building a side tower.
Oh, yeah, the 2 towers. There's 2 towers.
Chunk says, what actually happened in phase 4? Is it just a bunch of I don't know what's going on.
The big takeaway, essentially, from phase 4 seems to be the creation of the multiverse and how that's going to affect, like, the villains that are going to be showing up in phase 5 and 6. But it's such a long, like, they could have done it in one movie. And they spent like a TV show and 2 movies, and it's just like none of this is super necessary, really.
All right. Can I just welcome Winslow, Heavy Merlin, Sketch 51, Unhinged, Spike and Madness, Timberwolf, Ryan Blue Thunder, and RBI Studios, who were all now not members of Camel Knights chat, but members here. So thank you. Snake Oiler says multiverse is weak writing. I
think it can be a cop out.
I feel like it's overdone, and now it's getting to the point where it's just an excuse to just do whatever the hell you want, and that is weak. And it gets really annoying. I didn't like it, but I mean, I think it was done with the friggin', Secret Wars. Let's leave it at that. And they were still doing it in the mid-90s, and I was like, no, I've had enough. I don't want you changing characters this much. RP says, welcome to the Boganverse. To all the new members, thank you so much, RP. Jeremy says, where is it? Phase 4 is supposed to be setting up the larger cosmic universe. They've failed miserably. I mean, I couldn't care less now. And I was unabashedly a real big fan of the whole MCU right up to Endgame. Like whether or not you liked this movie or that movie didn't matter. The achievement was incredible.
Yeah, it was huge.
Over so many movies. Oh well.
Yeah, Snake Oiler is a good
now
point.
It's a sea of green. Love to see it.
Snake Oiler, he says, multiverse means nothing can die. There are no stakes. Everyone can come back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's always what happens. Because it's like, oh, I guess Tony Stark can come from another universe. Like we know that, Doctor Strange is dead in some and alive in others. It's like, all right, well, whatever. Whatever.
Jeremy says they should have ended after Endgame. Yeah, they don't have that mentality anymore. It's like nothing dies anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, this made money in the past. Okay, I guess now it just will go on forever until it just becomes an empty skin, an empty husk of whatever it once was. Like that whole, you remember that used to be a thing, like something comes out and then it's done. Like Back to the Future. There were 3 movies and then it's done. And that's it. And now I think they're even talking about redoing Back to the Future. It's like,
well,
can we not just have things?
I remember growing up, like there was a time where Star Wars was dead. There was no new Star Wars anything. It wasn't a thing. It was just like, that's an old that's my dad or my cousin's franchise. Like, that's
but if you wanted to enjoy new stuff in Star Wars, there were the books and they were great.
Oh yeah, sure.
But the real Star Wars, the canon Star Wars was done. You go back to watch the movies. It's not like an ongoing thing. And now it's like everything has to be.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at this beautifully made action sequence from She-Hulk episode 1.
From someone editing on what I presume is an iPhone or something. It's like, what? Imagine showing up like, what's up, everyone? I look like a rooster. You're like,
she's
right.
peacocking.
Yeah. Like, okay, that's your costume. You left the house? Like, all right, okay.
All right. Well, hey, look, that's one way to live your life.
Right now in front of everybody? Yeah.
Is this not CW?
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, she has to take her shoes off.
There was not a clump there? Or what? What was that? That's like another, it's like her clone showed up behind her. You don't see her throw the table off her, get up.
Let's go back.
That is, it's so bad.
We've talked about this privately. The people who made these things have made movies awesome. Special effects, fight scenes, all that sort of stuff. Like they were masters of their trade that they'd learned over decades. They learned from the giants that came before them. I feel like they've all just like these skills are gone now. Like they don't exist anymore in Hollywood. Like the people retired and they didn't pass on the knowledge.
Well,
or
I think
it just became too expensive and they just, we'll just do it in post now. I don't know.
Elon Musk was talking about this recently. He was just like, usually people don't realize this, but like a lot of times, like certain aspects of society actually go downhill. And you always assume things go up, right? They get bigger, they get better. But what happens is, especially if it's like a new type of product, the best versions, like you work up to it and then you peak. And then either the information isn't translated or you just like the next generation doesn't appreciate as much. So they don't try as hard the next time. And it's like, you even look at like some of the CGI that came out of the 90s still holds up compared to, or like there's a meme floating around now about like stuff going on in Avatar and what's it called? Pirates of the Caribbean, and how great the CGI is in both of those compared to what we're seeing in She-Hulk and Doctor Strange. And it's just like, yeah, it's just trash. It's like there's no interest or no skill set by a lot of these guys to be able to make something good. And even if there was, they're not allowed to do it because Marvel is like, no, sorry, we this needs to be out. And if the effects company can't get it done fast enough, they'll go to another effects company. And so it's like, we just got to do the best we can in the shortest amount of time possible. And it sucks.
I mean, it's really bizarre because I don't remember there being bad, like choreography, bad wire work, bad CGI in Marvel productions previously. And maybe I'm wrong. And that
the first one that was pretty questionable was Black Panther. And that was like, I think they wanted to get it done for February because Black History Month. And there was also an assumption that because they were 100% only selling hype, they didn't need to have good looking effects because people were going to see it anyway, which they did. And I think they saved a lot of that budget for Infinity War. That's why Infinity War looks so much better.
So Ryan says the wire work is so bad you could see her rock in mid-air. Let's check that out.
Oh, yeah.
The music too.
Well, this is like Wonder Woman.
Oh yes,
yeah.
You see her like tilt back a bit.
Yeah, corrects herself. Yeah, it is, but it is the Wonder Woman like 70s.
Yes.
Oh.
And then are we going to show the punch? No, it's just about to punch, cut, and she's flying away. And
God forbid we actually show physical contact. Oh, that looks real.
Yeah,
Also, that's the big scene. She throws a desk and gets her ass punched. That's it. That's it. The whole thing. And she gets like her triumphant music. I was like, what the?
All right. Jeremy has sent me a clip as well.
Girl boss. Getting it done. Like, what?
Okay. All right. I have not seen this. Yeah, and cue the rap music. Whenever the rap music comes on, that means it's like, oh yeah, like pitching.
Oh yeah,
rolling,
she got her shit together. She's She-Hulk got her groove back. Like, okay.
How She-Hulk got her groove back.
They need to rename the show that.
All right. Ally McBeal. Yeah, right. Okay. I've not seen this. Hang on.
It's gonna be a dancing Hulk baby soon.
It's you know what it is? It's actually applicable. It's applicable because it's Clapback Karen we're about to see.
Ah, great.
All right, Chrome. Here we go. Let's check it out. Hang on. That looked like this.
PS4?
This looks awful.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the Avengers game.
God awful. Like you can see.
Yeah, the cutout.
It's like you can see the cutout. Oh man. Okay. All right.
Just go with it. Suspension of disbelief.
Oh no. You're really hurting me. Oh, the skip.
I showed him. You do the dishes, asshole. All right.
I know.
Thank you.
Why she got dirty tits? What's this about?
That's
Feel like coming in halfway here. All right. Oh, that is cringe.
I love Mexico. Well, that sounds a little I don't know.
Appropriation.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Was you gonna wear a big sombrero next, you know?
That's a fortuitous frame there. I don't know. Look, I mean, we're laughing at this. Everyone is. I'm not the kind of person who's often just trying to like put stuff down. But am I wrong? It's the drop off from what the MCU was to what it is now. It has been incredibly rapid and it's massive. And I wasn't one of those people who was like, okay, Endgame's done, that's it. I was like, okay, cool.
No, I wanted to see what, that Spider-Man movie was pretty good. The Thor movie was pretty average, but I didn't hate the universe or anything.
I didn't see it yet.
The same with the Doctor Strange movie. I liked the Doctor Strange movie more when I first saw it. When I saw it again, I was like, yeah, it needs some work. But the shows are just one flaming pile after another. And I was just, there were a lot of people when the WandaVision came out. I was like, this is boring. It's boring. Like, I'm not interested in any of it. And they were like, oh, you stupid motherfucker. You just need to have like some patience. And it's a slow burn. Slow burn is always the go-to argument when it's trash. It's just like, oh, you're dumb and you don't get it. It's like, no, it's not entertaining.
No, yeah. I think a slow burn is Better Call Saul.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Oh man, Better Call Saul is a masterpiece of a show in terms of like this character is one of the most fleshed out characters in all of television. It's just like 5 or 6 seasons of character development. And it's made by the same guys who made
Breaking
Bad. But if you're not interested in a show that's that slow, then it might not be for you. But like, that's when you say slow burn, that's what you're wanting.
And there are good shows that have that.
Yeah, has to be a trade-off.
And there's ways to do it. It doesn't require, essentially people like to use the phrase slow burn when it's like two people in a room talking. One scene after another of two people in a room talking. I was like, that's not a slow burn. That's lazy writing. they don't have a point. There's no plot. They're stretching as much as they can because they're trying to get as many minutes out of your day because they don't want you to go watch another streaming service. That's like Obi-Wan is not a slow burn. Obi-Wan is the biggest flaming pile of garbage I've ever seen on TV, maybe in my life. It's so bad because it's just nothing. It's just like it's a big shit sandwich full of shit turd links, and I'm like, there's nothing about this that's nutritious. At the end, I'm just like, I'm gonna take a shit, and it's gonna be full of shit. It's trash, and and there's enough people who are so hungry that they think that it's good. I'm like, no, it's not good. It's really it's for easy thinkers.
Yeah. Camel's honest reviews. That Camel does great reviews. Like, I don't always agree with him on his takes because he's like, he wants cinema, and sometimes
I don't think it's that hard to achieve either. That's the thing.
Sometimes I just like want to hang out and not feel like I'm I don't know, pulling fingernails, and that's enough for me. But I didn't watch a lot of this stuff. I didn't watch Obi-Wan. I'm not going to watch She-Hulk. I didn't watch Prey, a lot of this stuff. But Lombasi has sent a super chat here for $2. DM'd you the Nailing It clip on Twitter. All right, I've pulled it up. Again, I have no idea what this is. It's another She-Hulk. Let's have a look at it. Here it is. Okay, let's see how she's kicking butt now.
Being a Hulk asks for balance.
Ooh, yoga.
No, it's Zen.
I'm so fucking cool, and I'm better than you.
I'm already better than you at hulking.
Yeah,
because I'm Ray. I mean,
hey, I have an idea. Let's have a challenge. See who can build the first time machine in history first. I'll start. Like, what do you fuck up?
Yeah, let's do that contest.
Like, well, Jesus Christ. Oh, I can do flips in my yoga. All right. Great. I punched a giant space whale right flat in the face, and it fell right on Madison Avenue.
No, he did that on the fly. That's like catching a ball. That's like catching a baseball with your bare hands. It's like, I'm not even going to change beforehand. I'm going to change like as I go for the punch because I'm bad.
Oh, there's something in front of me. I'll just hit that now. Yeah, like shut up. Get out of here.
He wasn't even looking. It was a look back. It was like when you're playing pool and you're like, check this out.
Oh yeah, you doing? Hey, what's up, everyone? Hold on. Let me just get the 8 in on the break here.
And Jeremy says, yeah, he survived snapping the damn Infinity Gauntlet. That's true. Which no mortal should be able to
half
do.
Of society, half of the universe. Sorry,
universe. Yeah.
Oh, good job.
All right, let's see how she's gonna own him.
Oh man, this week on PS4.
It's easy.
Little punk.
She can fly?
Clearly nailing it at all these things.
What is that?
Do they understand that edit makes it look like she can fly?
Yeah, it didn't look like a jump. It looked like she's like, that's a flying pose.
You don't see her hit.
Hang on.
You don't hear a sound.
Go back.
You don't hear a thump and then a bounce.
Little punk.
Oh, I missed it again.
Oh, she can fly. Okay.
That's Superman.
Yeah.
That's an I can fly pose. All right. Okay. Hey, she's a girl. Why wouldn't she be able to fly?
Yeah, Henry Bemis says she even jumps better. Yeah.
So I'm clearly nailing.
I know, that's like Hulk's thing. He's got smashing and he's got jumping. That's his thing. Like even Clark, my 4-year-old, he comes up to me and says, "Papa, Hulk can jump really far. Like, check me out.
Like
I can jump as far." And I'm like, oh wow, even like he knows it.
Yeah.
Like, nah, not as good. It's the whammons. It's the whammons. Wait, we respect the whammons on this channel. Yeah.
Nailing it at all these things. When am I ever going to use this as a lawyer?
Jen, when you have powers like this, it's like putting a target on your...
Jen, you're not a lawyer anymore, okay? You become a Hulk. Your job, whatever it is done. Okay, you are like 1 in a trillion kind of person here. Okay,
how am I going to use this in a court of law? How can I use this in arbitration?
I know, right?
I don't know. It's not really my problem. What would you like? What would you rather us do as the Hulk? Would you rather go sit in a room and take a math quiz? Like, what am I supposed to teach you here?
I mean, look, I'm going to be part-time Hulk. Okay.
You
casual.
Oh, cool. Yet another way my life is ruined. Thanks, Bruce.
All right. All I've been doing is showing you the downsides of being a Hulk. But there are
the downsides. Getting knocked off of a cliff and jumping up is a downside, and throwing a giant
being able to punch through everything and balance. And
what are the plus sides? Eating?
The plus sides is
it's gonna plus sides is eating.
Now she can't get literally murdered just for having an opinion as a woman.
Yeah, if anything, she's gonna probably get catcalled more.
I know. Well, she's actually like good looking as the Hulk, as She-Hulk. So I guess incoming.
A few upsides.
Oh, you were right.
Alcohol at an incredibly fast rate, which means
eating and drinking.
You can drink so much and not get drunk.
Hang on, but isn't that part of the fun of drinking?
Yeah, it actually doesn't make sense. It's actually, everything you said is the antithesis of getting drunk. Like, I can drink as much as I want, not get drunk. Well, then why would you do it?
That was like Andre the Giant. There's the famous story with Andre the Giant, where he had to drink a full case of beer just to get buzzed. So he would like after the shows, he would go into a limousine by himself with a case, and on the way back to the hotel room, it'd be done, and he'd walk out just fine.
I knew a dude
was just like.
I knew a dude in high school who, when we would have keggers, he'd bring his own like 30 or 16, 18, whatever, the big box, and it was only for him. And the guy was massive, and he wouldn't get buzzed till he was at least 3/4 done with the case. And it was just like, yeah, because it when you're that big, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort.
This just sounds incredibly expensive and annoying. It's like, I just keep drinking and nothing. I'm just trying to get a buzz here. I'm just trying to have some fun. Take the edge off all this hulking that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And man, nothing's happening.
Sorry, it does sound expensive. Like, you go to the bar, everyone is like, 2 martinis, that's what, $30. Yeah, I'm a $300 bill. I'm the most expensive date ever.
All buzz, no barf.
That's good.
That's it.
You don't have to drink till you're like vomiting in a gutter at the end of like most people seem to get away with doing that.
I don't know. Often. I haven't barfed since in 20 years.
That
like what?
Is that it? Like, that's the upside to being the Hulk?
Yeah, that you don't barf when you drink.
Feels like this was written by the same people who write Dramatize Me. It's like, are they humans? I don't know. Aquila says you also skipped over the scene where she destroys the lab given to Hulk by his dead friend Tony, causing $1 million of damage because she's slightly ticked off.
I thought she was good at controlling her anger. I'm so confused. This whole show is maybe the show's more is smarter than we think it is.
Dave says in the comics there's a scene where Hulk tries to kill Banner by drinking so much that he'll die when he changes into Banner. Oh, that's clever. That is clever. Someone asked earlier when we were looking at the trans heroes, could Wolverine be trans? Because if they chop off his wiener, it'll grow back. It's like he permanently has to stay male.
Will it grow back? Is that a thing?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it?
Well, he's not a lizard.
Yeah, but like if you can get shot in the head and then the bullet will pop out, all the bits will like form back. I think it would.
Well, does he have adamantium boners? Just does like a rod go in there and send that thing right up? I don't know.
Everyone agrees, yes, it would grow back.
All right.
Or he could never marry a Jewish woman. Like that's not something that could happen. Everything grows back. Is this true, Michael? The next scene, she's hungover. No Buzz with a hangover.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. How can you be again? It's like this is written by morons. It's like people, and I said that. I don't know where I said that. Let me see if I can find the comment. But I was like, this is just proof that the writers have never ever read a comic book or know anything about the characters. It's just like, you know, they're just shooting in the wind. I don't know if I can find it. Let's see here.
Lombasi has sent me a clip here as well of them fighting, apparently. All right. Let me pull that up. Just need to play the ad first. Norrin Red says the Punisher put Wolverine in a bathtub of acid and he grew back. Yeah, it all grows back. It all grows back.
Share my screen. Well, that's playing.
All right.
So I found it here. This is from this guy here on Twitter. It said, the scene where Jen explains how she's able to control her anger was easily my favorite moment of this episode. As a man, it's something I didn't think about. Also makes me appreciate how this show was written and directed by a woman. And I said, this is just more proof that women don't read or have never actually picked up a comic in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would possess you to write that tweet?
I'll just it makes me appreciate how this show was written and directed by a woman. It's like, do you even know the character you're writing for? Do you have any idea?
We used to talk about this a bit back in the old days of CG about the different ways that women consume like stories, fiction, media versus men. And it goes to boys and girls as well. You know, it's like, I can't remember exactly how it was worded, but it's like, you know, the girl will put herself into it or something. I can't remember exactly how it goes.
Women are interested in the emotions of the story, whereas men are interested in the story. Like, so men are more like, okay, like you ever ask your wife to tell a story? You got to hear about all the fucking shit she was doing before the story. You're like, oh my God.
No, not my wife, Camel. She's amazing at telling stories.
Oh yeah. And there's no point. It's just like this is why they watch these you know, reality shows. There's virtually no story. It's just people talking at each other. And yeah, it's like it's not an actual plot. There's no plot, you know? And then when they get to the point where you're like, oh, okay, you know, my wife is telling me about, you know, let me tell you about what happened at work today. Well, I got to hear about 20 minutes about how she was in traffic. And then she gets to work and it's just like, and then, you know, the door's locked and I have to call the guy. And it turns out that, you know, my boss let me in early. And I'm like, okay. And no, that's it. That's not a story.
Camel's like, your story has no act structure.
There's no
I don't know the motivation.
I don't care. And I'm like, you spent 20 minutes telling me about your ride over there. And she goes, well, yeah, that's so you knew how angry I was when I couldn't get in. I'm like, all right. We gotta work on this. This isn't
Dylan
helping.
Has it here. It was your boy Zach. Okay, so imagine you give a little Batman figure to your son and then you give it to your daughter. All right. He said the girls play with the dolls. They put themselves into the doll. So the little Batman becomes the girl is in there. Yeah. So it'll do girl things. So Batman all of a sudden will want to have a tea party. And it'll be interested in, hey, he's Batman will because now Batman is her.
Oh, okay.
Like that's how they play. So like Batman will all of a sudden like be going out on a date with Barbie and they'll be doing things. But when boys play with the dolls, they're playing that it's Batman. They're playing with Batman.
Right.
So they're like, oh, now Batman's going to, Batman wouldn't do this, but he's going to go over, he's going to punch this guy because that's what Batman would do. So it's a different way of approaching stories and everything. And it's the exact same thing that happened in the comics where they're like, hey, we got to appeal to a female audience. So we need to change everything about these stories that made them popular in the first place. Because that's what women like.
Yeah, we need to inject ourselves in some capacity. It's like, no one needs to do that. No one needs to do that.
I like this comment here. How's your father? Camel's wife, BTFO.
What is BTFO?
I think it's like beat the fuck out or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was, I don't know, like BTFO. That. I have no GTFO.
Yeah, I just know it means like, knocked out or whatever. Yeah. That's why Barbie has no law. Actually, the Barbie stuff is interesting in that it's like, it's the movies and stuff that they make of Barbie are actually pretty bitched. There you go. Or blown the F out. That's what I know the sentiment. I don't know the exact thing. Darkside Darren says, boys make themselves Batman. I'm Batman. Little girls make Batman them. Exactly. That's the whole sort of underlying psychology behind this whole thing. Which is why it's so frustrating for us when we come across this idea of representation and like, I want to see myself in the character, like, because we didn't even think like that.
Yeah.
Like, we want to watch these other things.
I have asked that to people. I've asked that to people on the left too, who are very for diversity, inclusion, all that stuff. And I said, can you not relate to a story if you're not in it? And what? Never will you see a backpedal so fast. Oh, well, I'm not saying that. I just think it's, there's no answer because they know how stupid that sounds. I can't watch The Little Mermaid unless I think that there's a guy in there with like, like what the fuck is that? There's so many stories out there that I don't feel like, I've never been to space. Does that mean that I can't understand like the, Apollo 13 or something like that? Like, no, I'm not in the mob. Can I not identify with the Godfather? Like, this is the dumbest things I've ever heard. And when you really start to, dissect it, it's just, it becomes like this real quick, backpedal moment, and people are like, oh, well, that's not an issue, and it's like,
the goalposts will move. Like you can say, like people will say, oh, it's because you don't notice it because you're white and you're a man, and all the characters have been white men going back throughout history and blah blah blah. It's like, okay, well, what about Chinese cinema? What about kung fu movies and everything?
Yeah,
like people enjoy it, people love them. Just it's not like you can't identify with it because they're not white, and then the goalposts start moving and all that. Sort of stuff.
Yeah, or you get the comment I showed you on that video last night. We would like people love saying, "Oh, that's part of a larger, broader, systemic issue that really needs to." Shut up! You have no idea what you're talking about.
Then the word salad comes out.
Yeah. It's just like now suddenly we're all intellectuals having armchair conversations. Like, you're an idiot. Just go away. Go back to your van and shut up.
It's apparently it's called the Mott and Bailey arguing technique. I don't know if you know what that is. Like, as a Mott and the Bailey is the Bailey is the fortress that's hard to get into. The Mott is the easy part. It's like the side village or whatever. So they'll come at you and then they'll start attacking that because it's like easy to get into or whatever, or it's like and you can, it's easy to attack, and then as soon as you start defending it, then they're like, oh, you're and then they switch to something that's a lot harder to get into. I can't.
There's nowhere else to go.
Describing it terribly, but it is
I hear what you're saying,
once you know it, you really recognize it everywhere. And then so these very specific things, these arguments that start very specific, they will become hypothetical very quickly.
Oh yeah, and then suddenly like it's one pivot after another. you know, and it's just like, oh, well, what about this? Oh, well, what about that?
Yeah,
It's like,
I had it on
talking about any of those things. Talking about what
I
you
had it
were
on the
talking about.
friggin'. I did a breakdown of Ethan's debate with Nerdette.
Oh yeah,
and someone's in there like saying, because there was JDA, I highlighted JDA, who said I was like, this guy's got personal beliefs that have nothing to do with Comicsgate or even comics. They have nothing to do with comics, and he expresses them. Yeah, that's that. So as far as I'm concerned, that's the end of it. And so I've got like people in there arguing, blah blah blah, and they come to me and they're like, okay, so what if a Klansman who hates black people wants to be vocal? I'm like, it's get the fuck out. Like, just go away.
What are you talking about?
Like, F
what?
you. Like, what do you want me to? You're just gonna like keep throwing hypotheticals at me to like trip me up on some debate principle, because you just want me like arguing against what you want to argue against. It's like, just piss off.
That's why.
Go F yourself. No,
I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm not arguing. I don't care. You can say whatever you want. You're right. I'm a racist. I'm the biggest racist of them all. I don't give a shit. You think whatever you want about me, bro. It's not gonna change anything. You know, it's like, whatever. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Like, am I gonna convince you? Are we gonna have a real come to Jesus moment? No.
And I like how people in YouTube comment sections think that we're going to like have a real debate here in the comment section, and they're like calling you out, like, oh, you know, you're such a coward, you're not debating me in the comments here. It's like, I got a freaking comic to make, I got new videos to do, I've got a family, I've got a life, I've got a job, I've got a wife, I've got kids. Like, just watch the video, leave your comment, and go.
Also, put your phone down. You got 15 people wrapped around, you know, the register waiting for you to ring them up. Shut the fuck up and do your job, because we know you don't have a real job. We know that you're not a plumber, an electrician, you know, you're not an airplane pilot. You know, we know that you're literally just like paying the bills with whatever you could get, and you're angry and you're bitter. And, you know, a lot of times I find that it's dudes, if it is a dude, who have nothing to offer. So they become experts in some type of entertainment industry, whether it's film or comic or whatever it is. And it's just like, yeah, that's a hobby. That's allowed to be a hobby. But don't waste the time or convince yourself into thinking that you're like, you know, curating the arts. You're not like some, you know, museum curator here. You're not like, you know, keeping everyone in check so that we all can appreciate the art form. I know you think that, but quite honestly, you have a shit job and you can't get laid and you read way too many comics, and that's why you're a loser. Boots and Heels coming out this fall, everyone.
Yeah, buy this comic. Henry Bemis, he's like more articulate than I am. Where an arguer conflates two positions that share similarities, one's modest and easy to defend, the Mott, and one is much more controversial, the Bailey, harder to defend. That's how you do it. Sark says, is Camel talking about himself?
Actually, Dragon Pisces says, I don't think they read any comics. You know what? I amend that. You're right. They probably don't. They're like, these are the guys who showed up after the Dark Knight, and they were like, I have my hardbound Dark Knight Returns book, and I'm a big comic fan. Like, you've read one book in your life, bro. That's it. You know, you probably haven't even read it all the way through. You probably skipped all the prose. It's just
Dal A says the man building action figure town. Hey, it's action figure city day.
City, thank you. And I have a job. Thank you.
All right, I want to play what Lombasi also sent me.
I get laid, believe it or not.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll just have to take your word for that.
My wife is like, with who?
All right. Hang on. How's your father wants to know, how many Batman toys did you buy this week, Camel?
Actually, I didn't buy one. My wife got me one. She got me that new Superpowers Batman that came out because she was at Walmart. So my wife, she knows. She's in the know.
She's aware. She's aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
All right. Let's watch this. Some more She-Hulk goodness. I like everyone showing this. It means
Sumo Thori says, "I have a hardcover Dark Knight Returns book." Yeah, it's okay.
We all Camel.
Yeah, fuck you, bro.
Yeah. Look, this is. Have you guys seen Camel Moon before? If you haven't been insulted by him, had your lifestyle.
Hey, all that stuff you like, let me shit all over it for you.
Yeah. KSS says, and I get laid, believe it or not, but only after playing the Matrix. That's his #1 move.
Yeah. That's how you do it, guys.
Turns him on.
Yeah.
All right. Urashima says, for $2, thank you. He says, still can't believe the number of married incels in CG. I know, right?
I know.
Basement
so
dwellers.
many of us.
Someone like shared a tweet to Ethan where he was like, you're just a basement dwelling weirdo, obsessed with this and that. And Ethan was like, well, to be fair, that's all true.
I am in a basement.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. All right, let's play this.
He's dead now.
His boulders were there to catch his. What'd you say?
He's dead now. That's how that works. All right.
We need some big CGI boulders here.
The CG of those boulders, they look like fucking styrofoam. There's like no weight to them.
Yeah. Like something that big.
Yeah, when he slams into it, it's just like
would
a box.
Shake the earth.
Yeah, House of Cards. Yeah. Oh no! Not these pillows.
Dialectical behavioral bullshit.
Hang on.
Did she change? So she changed off camera?
There was like from there to there, she's normal, and then she's green. What is this?
Such trash? I love the spandex shirt she has that keeps shifting sizes too. That's real believable.
It's full of nylon.
Oh, okay.
Nylon weave.
It's imported.
Dialectical behavioral bullshit.
This is edited so bad.
I really didn't want to do this.
No, this must be cut. This has to be cut. This can't be like this. Yeah, it's cut. Oh, that's okay. That's the start of that. All right, okay. I refuse to believe that that's not cut.
I don't know. I mean, I hope you're right, because that's really bad. Did anyone in the chat know? Like, is that what it edits like, or did the YouTuber cut it down?
D brings up a good point. Again, just like, imagine he did that to her. Imagine he just like, shut up, bitch, when she was doing that. Like, I could literally be killed. And he just like, shut up, bitch, and just punched her in the face.
Yeah.
That's a double standard right there.
Sketch 51 says it's not cut much. Yeah.
There's a little time. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. Serious Cat says it's unrealistic. Men are much stronger. I mean, when they're the Hulk, I don't really know. I mean, I would imagine
it's
Hulk
all made up science, but yeah. But yeah,
but
also, well, let's go with that argument for a second, right? He's genuinely bigger. Like, if it's a mass thing, he's still 3 times her size. So it's like, well, is it because if it's like Superman versus like Supergirl, well, they're both pretty. I mean, Superman, they're kind of buff, but they're not like, the mass isn't bigger. But like the Hulk is like actually a bigger entity. So it's like, so you're suggesting that the size has something to do with the strength. So if he's still 3 times bigger than her, then wouldn't that stand to reason he'd be 3 times as strong as her? You know?
I guess. I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to watch the show. I mean, I've not seen anyone except for weird, like soy boy beta guys, like that guy that you showed.
Oh yeah.
Praising it. Everyone is just like, this is hot garbage, and I have no interest in She-Hulk. I have no interest in this Hulk. Even just himself. Like, I don't think he's an interesting character. He's just a big goofy green. I don't know
Shrek.
what he is.
This is
he has
Shrek.
It's Shrek. Yeah, he has no character. Like, there's nothing.
Shrek the TV show.
There's nothing going on. Legatigo. I always say this. Lagatigo. I always say Legatigo. What day is Camel Nights again? Well, it's usually happening right now, but Camel said some naughty words, and
not ones that you think I would say.
When do you get it back?
Say that all
when
you
do you
want.
Get it back? Yeah.
Well, it's a 1 week suspension, so I got suspended Wednesday, so I'll be back. We'll do the game show Wednesday night. We'll be back by then.
Yeah. We have 166 people in the chat. Holy cow. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. Please do.
Let me show those covers while we have so many people here.
Do it. All right. Well, you get them ready. I'm going to do a bit of my own shilling here.
Shill it up.
I don't always have 166 people. I'm not ending. People saying, keep it going. No, we're not ending. I'm just very happy.
I said we're doing a 6 hour stream. 4 hours and 15 minutes to go.
Smang that like button, as Jeremy says, the melee button. Share it out. Let's get up to 200. Camel can get up over 200 on Camel Nights, although that's like a proper show.
Yeah.
I understand.
This has been fun. I mean, it's these CG Jack shows are like, it's good banter, and I think people like that.
Have you all signed up to Painted Death? This is my graphic novel upcoming that I'm working on. If you do sign up, I'm printing out 10 of these exclusive books. I'm giving away 5 to anyone who signs up. You don't even have to back. Get in there for free. It's a giveaway for you. The hit mystery thriller continues. Where did I write my thing here? I'm sure I was going to rewrite this. Actually, I want to show up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop sharing that. And I'm going to show off, if I can. Oh, no, I can't. Damn it. I was going to show off the actual campaign page that I'm building out, because it's got pages on there. Just give me 1 second. I suppose I probably should be a bit more prepared, but
D,
whatever.
Thanks, I guess. Gifted 5 more memberships. There you go.
Oh, D, you are a legend. Look, you're really getting under Camel's skin here.
No, it's great. I love it. It's the best ever. Thank you.
King, a scholar, a gentleman, among all. Thank you so much. And everyone, anyone in the chat here, I see Bootleg Godzilla, Lombasi. Who else? Angela Curry still hasn't. Henry Bemis, Sanguine Tales, Legatigo, if that's how you say it. Hit that gift, that green gift icon at the top of the chat, and click on accept gifts, and that's how you'll be able to make D's generosity worthwhile. Bootleg Godzilla says Bancroft said my name. Swoon. Oh, all right. I'm happy to make you swoon. Oh, Lombasi is just a member. Thank you so much. Frakoff Feldercab just became one as well. And $10 from Sumo Thori. I only got 1 cover of Hal Salad. Second chance campaign in the works, Camel. Thank you, Sumo.
Yeah, but those, like the covers for the original Hail Salad campaign, those are done. So we'll have a second chance campaign, but it'll be new covers. So I haven't decided if I'm doing them or if someone else is doing them. The second chance campaign. Go ahead.
People doubted the moon. They didn't believe what you had on offer.
I know.
I thought this is just a standee campaign. I didn't know I was actually getting this kick-ass comic with these amazing covers. We're going to check them out in a second. Dragon Pisces, Angela Curry, and Mike DMart have all become members. Thank you so much, D. You rock, buddy. Wow, I wonder how many members we're up to now. I'm going to go check that out when it says it does. It does because you do the when you get these gifted memberships, you get the highs, you also get the lows.
Oh yeah, the lows are the worst. You wake up and you're like, 20 people are caught. Where'd you go? Come back.
Come on, guys. It's awesome in here. Yeah, these memberships are helping to, well, they are. They're paying for Rod Looper, the great Rod Looper in Rod We Trust, to work on Fractured Mind, which is my sort of side story. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of side stories in the Lucent like obviously, in the same universe and everything, same characters, but just not happening in the main plot of the main books that I'm working on. This is what I'm talking about here. This is the Lucent Painted Death. Let me read this here for you because I haven't said this before. You guys let me know what you think of this. Painted Death is the second in the mind-bending Lucent series. This 90-page, perfect bound, full-color mystery thriller kicks off right where Waking Dream left us. After unleashing powers she never knew she had, Ella Forsyth wakes to find herself hunted by the same shadowy organization that killed her parents. But when an enigmatic savior comes to her aid, she'll learn that accepting his help means diving even deeper into the dangerous world of the Lucent. I think that's like short and sweet and to the point.
Yeah.
I'm getting Mel sending me a message here. I got a super chat from
Camel.
Lombasti that I missed.
What?
F Camel. Who's saying that?
No, Mel. Right. That was the text.
Oh, right. Okay, Lombasti. Here it is. For 5, she's got a bigger D. It's talking about She-Hulk here. Also, it could have been that big, butch, manly built She-Hulk they put into the comics a while ago. I remember that hideous thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just, what was that? Who did that appeal to?
Blob.
Oh my God. Antoine says memberships paying for Rod. Yes, absolutely. D says, I have some vested interest with gifting subs. I want to read more of the Lucent. You are making it happen, my friend. I'm going to zoom in here so you guys can see. These are some of the pages that I've already put up onto the campaign. I'm really happy with how they came out. You can read a little bit of the script here. You might notice some of this too. I can get in my whisper voice over here. You speak as though I have conquered death. I live death every day. All you need is a little
Where's
bit of
the waitress? I am so hungry. I hope she brings me some bread and butter.
He brings the water. I am surrounded by it, smothered by it. I gotta get in the groove.
I did not know what death was till I was but a man. I want to show pages from different scenes so you get a little bit of a feeling of the different color palettes. I'm really happy. These are some of my favorite pages here. Here's Ella's enigmatic savior who comes to her aid. Everyone who got Waking Dream and got the 12-page preview would have seen what happened here up to a point, showing a bit of that off here. He has a very good vertical leap on him. I'll give him that. Like She-Hulk just jumps out of nowhere.
Like She-Hulk, exactly.
Yeah.
Here is the latest page I've put up. I'm currently working on coloring a new page that I'm going to be putting up. Hopefully that'll be done in about, I don't know, a week or so. I work on these things sporadically. One thing here, another thing there. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this is coming together. Guys, do please sign up. The link is in the description. I'm sure there's people in the chat.
Yeah, it looks terrific,
links
dude.
out. Thank you.
It looks a lot better than the first one too, and that's not saying about the first one. It's just
no, it really does. It really does. Dragon Pisces says the shot on the motorcycle helmet is beautiful. Who's the artist? I must know. Well, let me introduce you to him. Hold on a sec.
Is it Mel?
This lovely man right here. I'm the artist. Don't laugh.
Close.
I'm the artist. I drew that. Yeah, no, I'm really happy with that. I'm happy with all of it. I'm really having a lot of fun.
But is police
great
right way or forward? Is it backwards?
It is the right way. Don't listen to Rob Arnold.
But it's a reflection in a reflection. I'm so confused.
No, that's the reflection on his helmet. So it's backwards. It's written in the right way in real life. So,
but if it's okay, all right.
Trust me on this. Trust me.
Oh, okay. I have to.
Scurry Alt has paid for membership himself. I thank you so much.
A true
EVS still launching this. I know he said he wanted to launch it a month or two ago. I mean, I think he's just like, speaking out loud. We haven't organized anything. I don't know. I'm very happy. That would be awesome, but we'll see. I mean, I don't even know when I'm launching this, so you never know. Like Ethan will go, like he'll be streaming a lot, and then he won't be streaming for ages. You never know exactly when you're going to catch him. So what's Perth saying? This is what you get when you put art up. What's he saying? The door mirror is wrong. With the door open, it shouldn't be the same width as the other closed door. All right, let's just have a look at this. Every day I go through this. Every day. Perspective, arm length.
Every day is a living hell.
I see what he's saying.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
the mirror should be shifted, right?
My answer to that is shut up, Perth.
Yeah, I was like, that's my answer to lots of things. Let's get fucked. My answer is, hey, ass fuck.
Hey, ass fuck.
Hey, ass fuck.
Do you want me to share what you've got there?
Yeah.
You're sharing. Let's have a look at that.
Oh, yeah. She-Hulk, attorney at law, employs state-of-the-art CGI to make it look like a woman can be a lawyer. Oh. They didn't do a very good job, actually. They need to put another couple hours of render on that. But
who gets in trouble? Like, does she bear any responsibility for trashing the courtroom as She-Hulk?
Yeah,
I know that woman came
in. Sorry, you're in contempt. Yeah.
I'm joking, Perth. Continue with your criticisms of my art. I have so much of this book left to draw, guys. That's so people don't like. Joe and I will go through the book and we'll do art corrections, and anything that sort of like jumps out and is really like, oh, that's wrong. We'll go through it and we'll fix it up. But on the same token, I've got more books I want to draw. So, it's sort of you have to weigh up what you want to fix and what you want to continue on with. And, yeah. Anyway, hang on. Let me see if anyone signed up. Let me see if my hard sell did any good just there. We don't normally have 160 people in the chat. Oh, I got 2 more. Thank you very much. Just signed up. 85 away from 1,000, which is incredible.
You can do it.
You can do it. Incredible. Asumo says, so draw faster than Bancroft. I try. I'm not that guy. I draw as fast as I can. Aquila says, how much power does Feige even have anymore? He curated the MCU very well for 15 years and just suddenly dropped off. I mean, I don't know.
I think there's a lot of, stuff going on behind the scenes at Disney as a whole. And there's probably a lot of people, this is true of anything. It's like when there's a lot of success, suddenly everyone wants to have some type of say in it, because it also is good for bonuses. Like at the end of the year, it's like, oh, I gave, my 2 cents of input here, and then they're part of the bonus structure. And I think that you probably see a lot of that going on right now.
I mean, I just don't know enough about the ins and outs of it. It's just, it does look like we said earlier, the drop off has been incredibly noticeable. And remember there was a time when it was like any Marvel movie would be this massive hit. It would be like the entire rest of cinema, the whole industry, Hollywood had to plan around Marvel releases.
Yeah.
I just don't see that continuing. And now with what's going on with Zaslav and like the DCU, is that going to change? Who knows?
Vader's Gauntlet says, "Hail chat. Hope you're all well. Camel Moon is still the funniest dude in CG." Wow. I'm glad you didn't block my alt account.
It's true, he did say it. Vader's Gauntlet is a big fan of Camel Knights. It's great to see lots of fans over here of Camel Knights hanging out with us. This is CG Jacks. We're the Jacks of all trades. We're not quite kings, but we're we're waiting in the wings. We're standing. We're Littlefinger, and we were talking about this the other day.
I made a list. You want me to read it?
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I desperately need to go take a little 2-minute break here. So
right.
I don't know.
You need to make me a guy in your chat so I can.
I know, yeah.
Well, it's fine. You know what? You have my screen open. That's all I need. I can find something to do.
All right. I'll be right back. I promise.
Pissing in the wind. You guys want to see something cool? Everyone's gonna drop off now. So I did this because I had people asking. So you can see behind me. These are my Iron Man figures. And where are they? So I took a photo so you guys can get like a bigger. Here we go. Yeah. So that's all of them. I put them together. I've got this nice, plastic glass case for it. So it's Tony, and he's looking at his whole lineup there. Took a long time, and my wife at least pretended to be interested. She was like, "Oh, great, I'm gonna be 40 next month." I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? I think it looks cool, and I think it looks good, But I'm pretty sure it's the majority of the suits that he had in the 90s. And I know that you have Silver Centurion here, and you have the stealth armor. Oh, this is stealth armor. This is the knight armor. You have the OG cave Iron Man, subterranean, space, and then you have a couple of War Machine costumes. I guess I don't know. I don't know if the War Machine costumes are in his arsenal, but they filled it out nicely, so I was fine with that. But I got that going, and I have some other pics here. I have pics of Action Figure City.
How many viewers did we lose?
All of them.
Getting into Action Figure City.
Why is
Putin applauding you?
I was like, yeah. I just was like, Putin is. Yeah. You're doing well when Putin thinks you're doing well. Yeah, I have pics of Action Figure City, but I'll wait till Rob's around to show those. So.
The other day, sometimes Camel and I will just sort of hang out while we draw, so that we're not lonely in our hovels. And we were just like, saying, it's like, Comicsgate, because we were remarking on the fact that both of us are getting more viewers on our shows.
Yeah.
And we were like, it's a bit like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to climb your way up to the top. And we were just laughing because we were like, who do you think, if this were Game of Thrones, like who are all these people in Game of Thrones? And you have a list. We're not trying to be insulting to anyone.
It's going to be insulting to someone.
I know, so right?
I have we came up with a list. And then I sat on the toilet for about an hour after, and it was like, let me refine this. God. Because I was like, I think we were accurate on some, and on others, not so much. Okay. All right. So here we go.
All right, let's do it.
Robert Baratheon is EVS, right? He's the top.
King Baratheon. And I'm not trying to say Ethan is out there boozing and whoring. That's he's the king. He's the king. It makes sense.
And look, these are up for debate. If you guys want to switch them or give good argument for something else, but this is just what we thought and came up with. Jon Snow is Malin.
Obviously. Jon Snow, John Malin. Yeah. Yeah.
Next in line, beloved, no bullshit. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Also, he's up there where it's cold all the time. So,
that's true. Yeah. He's up north.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
It works.
Right on the border. Ned Stark is Shane. Because
he's
I'll let you describe.
He's always morose. Even when he wins. Remember when they made Ned Stark the king of the the hand of the king, and he was like,
yeah.
Oh, I've just been promoted to the second most powerful person in the kingdom. Yeah, I guess.
Which I think by default puts Yanzi as Lady Stark. And I was like, yeah,
right, okay.
She's a no shit kind of woman. She's like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
We have our resident Game of Thrones aficionado here. He's disavowing. He's like, no.
Yeah, because he knows we're going to be 100% accurate on these and 99% accurate. All right. So this is where I started to think about it. I have Tywin as Doug TenNapel. And my thought was, he has the accolades and he thinks he's a lot more higher up on the scale than he really is. And he ends up kind of, he gets killed sitting on taking a shit. I was like, yeah, that works for me. I think I'm okay with that. An
undignified end.
Well, and this is why it works, because I have Tyrion as Cecil, because everybody likes Tyrion.
Yeah.
And it's like he always has like some really smart remark. And I'm like, yeah, and he's funny and he likes to drink and fuck. And I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. So I'm okay with that. All right.
So Cecil is Tyrion. Okay.
Yeah. Continue. And also because Cecil, like low key, was the one who would make fun of Doug so much, So I was like, yeah, that works.
Oh, yes. Right.
It works. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm just going to say, don't even get upset. We love everyone here. I don't want to hear. Don't send me emails.
This is for fun,
people. I have Brienne as Shay. I was like, yeah.
I love Brienne of Tarth, and I love.
And Shay. I love Shay. Shay's been nothing but nice to me since
they're both full women.
But it works. It works all right. All right. This one. These are two gold ones. All right. We debated on these, but I thought about it. I have the Bastard as JDA.
Okay, so this is JD. Oh, that's controversial. So hang on, is that that's the guy who cuts off the dick of that dude? Yeah,
of Theon.
Oh,
yeah. Do you know who Theon is?
Yeah. Theon. Oh, okay. So who's Theon?
Liam. Because he thought he was at the top and he was just riding high. And then suddenly it's like, no.
He did. He was like, he got, yes.
And the Bastard was just like, hey, I have an idea. Let me make my entire livelihood out of making jokes about you.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, we're in so much trouble. All right.
It's fine. I can't remember if you guys remember her name, but the Red Witch.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. All right, so that's Sheila, because she's got her finger in everything. Everyone knows who she is. It's just like, I don't know what your game is. Sheila hid behind a persona of a person forever until we finally saw who she was. Same with the Red Witch. Yeah, Melisandre, right?
Melisandre.
Yeah.
That's
and then you're like, oh.
She comes and goes. You're like, where did she come from? How is she here?
Shows up. She's in everyone's chat simultaneously.
She seems to know a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know all that?
She's I'm telling you, this list has
been around.
All right. Joffrey is Nasser. Because Nasser just wants to watch the world burn. He doesn't give a shit. Everyone hates him. Everyone's like, I can't fucking wait for this guy to go. Go away.
Jesus.
That's my thought.
Jesus.
Okay. Khaleesi, was it Daenerys? Is that how you say that? I don't know.
Yeah, Daenerys.
Right,
yeah.
so that's an obvious one. That's Anna. Anna is, you know, the most beautiful girl in the land. She runs her own shit. She has, you know, oh god, you know, what's the woman's name? The not Brittany, the other one who does the streams with her. I can't remember, the one with the curly hair. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't really follow that whole crew.
Yeah. Anyway, that girl, that's the black girl.
Venti.
Yeah,
Chrissy Venti?
Yeah. Well, no, Nina. It's Nina.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Nina. Nina is no, Chrissy Mara. I don't have her as anything. Yeah, Nina Infinity. Yeah. And I can't remember the black girl's name in Game of Thrones that was like hanging out underneath.
Yeah. She found her in somewhere over there.
Yeah. And so I have those two as that.
Of course, Jeremy knows all of the names of all these characters.
I know. Come on, help us out. Okay.
It's not Black Girl. It's Miss Sandy.
It is if you me. Yeah.
You know that black girl.
The black girl. Okay. Arya, I have as Rini. You know?
Yeah.
Young, up and comer.
Short.
Yeah, you know, pretty
very
skillful.
Talented. Very talented.
You know, making her presence known, you know. A fan favorite, if you will. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, fan favorite. That makes sense.
All right. All right. You guys feel free to correct. This is just what I'm thinking. Okay. I have Jamie as Choco.
Okay.
Choco, he just wants to fuck around. And, you know, it's like, and then he realizes as he's in CG, like, oh, there's something happening here. I need to, like, put back my flamboyant, you know, Playboy days and actually, you know, kind of try to make an effort.
I think that one, I can see it, but maybe
I can see it.
Needs a little work.
Yeah, because I don't have anyone for Chokeout just yet. So I had him here as the big question mark. Okay.
Hang on, Maromi's right. Yeah. Rini was taking photos of her knives the other day. So that one makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
And how's your father is asking, wait, Chokeout his sister? What?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Again, if you guys have a better one, you know, think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like who Cersei is really matters now.
Cersei, I have as Nerdette, actually.
Oh. Yeah, all right.
Just wants to watch the world burn and no alliance. Get fucked. So, let's see here. Well, okay, this is Littlefinger. I have as you, Bancroft.
I'm Littlefinger.
Everyone is like, hey, I'm in maybe he can help me. It's like, oh, all right, come on the show.
Yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you.
I'll steal all your ideas.
I'll collect the little.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
on my way to the top.
I have Oberyn as Critias.
Now, who's Oberyn? Hang on. Who's Oberyn?
Oberyn, hold on. Let me see if I can bring him up.
Because I don't know a lot like older names. Schnilly says Bancroft.
Oberyn's the one who gets his head crushed.
Oh, like a watermelon. He's the guy from Dawn. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that didn't really work out the way anyone thought it was going to. Everyone thought like, oh, there's going to be some big kip. No, bye-bye. It's over for you. Okay.
So who's Oberyn?
What's that?
Who's Oberyn in
Critias.
CG? Critias. Now, why would I liked Oberyn? Why would Critias be Oberyn?
Well, okay, yeah, we can work on that too. I thought initially
I think he was a very sympathetic character. That's all.
Okay. All right. That's fine. We can work on that. And then
Jeremy
finally,
Jeremy's not liking this. He's like, you guys got it all wrong.
all right, everyone shut the fuck up. We got 12 of 13 right. All right. I don't want to fucking hear it. All right. And then finally, I mean, just because it makes the most sense, I have myself as Bran.
Yeah, you're Bran in the wheelchair. And we know why this makes the most perfect sense. Why you're Bran.
Bran wins. I'm fine with that,
No.
And
no. It's because then you get carried around by Hodor, who is, of course, Rob Arnold.
Yeah. Yeah, very good.
I mean, that one makes perfect sense.
And
fucking Madness says you're the know-it-all.
I am. Everyone knows.
Who speaks in riddles.
You have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna say next, but you kind of do.
Oh, Dragon Pisces says the porn bots are the White Walkers.
Oh yeah. And then the last one I have here is Shay, who was what's her name?
Brienne of
the one that was yeah. No. Shay was hooking up with Tyrion. And Tywin.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Shay have from Game of Thrones. Yeah.
I have that as Witten. And I was like, maybe that works. Too soon? I don't know. Yeah, there's other people, right? There's Mandy, Patrick. These are people I haven't really put together just yet. Doesn't mean that they're not somewhere. I just got to figure it out.
This is the kind of thing that Camel and I might laugh about while we're drawing together. And then should we say this publicly?
You might as well. I also have here.
It's all just a bit of fun.
And you guys can easily change it. Well, I have Sam as Kyle. So I don't know if that's any good. I also have the Hound as Kelsey. But both of those could be swapped out for something else too.
Moromi says Zach is John Aaron. Do you remember John Aaron? He's the guy that dies at the very start of the series that causes when
I look up John Aaron, I get the NASA engineer, so that's probably a different.
Yeah. Mandy is Marjorie Tyrell. That's a good one. Yeah, the queen. Oh, that would mean that Mandy would have to marry NASA for a period, for a spell. Everyone's saying Kelsey is the Hound. Perfect.
I have that. Yeah.
Fucking.
I have Kelsey as the Hound.
I have that video here somewhere.
Well, this one is, I don't know, this controversial. I don't know what to say, but I have Greyjoy as Gabe.
Who's Greyjoy?
He's the guy in the last season who shoots the dragon out of the sky. He's just like, yeah, maybe that works.
People say no. Kelsey is Tormund. The Dragon Queen, that's Anna.
Yeah, we have
the Dragon Queen.
Yeah, you're on Greyjoy.
Dragons. Yeah. Who's Joe Snow? Jon Snow is John Malin.
Yeah.
And Brienne of Tarth is Shay from Red Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Big tall women.
Mike S. Miller.
Who would be the Mountain? Gabe. Oh, Gabe could be the Mountain. Hopefully before he becomes a zombie.
So we'll do that. Gabe as the Mountain.
Yeah.
What about Jamie as PTP? I can't think of a
I can't think.
Jamie.
Jamie is hard.
Yeah,
because it's got it. Like the thing about Jamie is if you really hate him at the start. He is a evil bastard, and then you just sort of gradually become sympathetic to him, and then you end up really liking him. And then at that point, even when he's really evil and he's doing really bad stuff, you still like him because you're like, I still like him. He's won me over.
Yeah.
So even when he does evil things, you're like, That's Jamie.
We also have
so
Dale.
It's got to be
think
someone
about.
who's doing that.
I don't have anyone for Dale.
Jeremy says Jamie is Camel. That's your trajectory. That actually makes
Camel
pretty
or
good
Bran,
sense.
maybe one or the
But
other. Yeah,
you are. I mean, the Bran is just so perfect. You know, you end up collecting all the taxes. You're getting, you know, you're in the wheelchair.
Yeah, like
you're speaking in riddles, and you're carried around by Hodor. I mean,
it's so stupid.
It's like I was made to be you.
Yeah, we got to find a good one for Sam. And someone said PTP is Sam. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. But yeah. Maybe Sam is Narwhal. I could kind of see that. You know, very fun. Yeah, everyone likes him. He does like, you know, his art. He does it, and it's just like, oh yeah, I didn't. That works. I didn't know that was going to work.
Antoine, Liam was what was his name? The one who got his wiener cut off. That's Liam, according to Camel. By JDA, who was.
I like that. I think that one's too. I think that one's used to be
Bolton.
part of the royal family, but that didn't really work out. I was like, well, bye bye.
Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah, riding high. You know. Yeah.
He even has a name, like a nickname. They call him Reek. Oh.
Yeah. No, I don't think it could be Preston, because Preston was never liked, you know?
Well, I think Theon ends up having something of a redemption arc, doesn't he?
Well,
from memory, can't really remember.
The Comicsgate of Thrones turns and turns. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you play the Comicsgate of Thrones. You either win or no one backs your books.
Yeah, I still think we could find someone for Miller. I think that we could probably do. I don't know who that would be though.
Miller is undergoing a genuine redemption arc right now, by the way. I mean, he is the most popular he's been in Comicsgate for years. Ethan was talking about it the other day, how, you know, like he wouldn't have done the whole Pride is a Sin thing the way he did it back then. He's been hanging out on JDA's channel. I think even those two, Ethan and him, hung out on a stream once. So I don't know, like maybe it's in the cards. We'll wait and see.
Crackhead says that he, you know, Jeremy says that Miller would be Jorah. I don't think so. I don't see.
Spike says Mike Barron would be Stannis Baratheon. I mean, that's like Stannis did some absolutely unforgivable things in that show.
He killed his own kid at the stake.
Like, messed up. Some things there's no going back from. Camel, you have some books.
Oh yeah. All right. The Comicsgate of Thrones will be back next week. Okay. All right. Here we go, everyone. So if this was the #1 selling cover here. Oh, full screen. Let me move my shit.
Do you want to take them out, or you want that's too annoying?
No, I don't want. I'll take some of them out. I don't need to take this one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, all right, might as well. Just so you can see what it actually looks like here. This is what you guys are going to be getting if you got this issue. Everything is hard. They're all hard covers. So, and this is the back. Look at the back, that kick-ass back.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's like if ever there was a book made to be printed on this shiny stuff.
Yeah, that's gay as possible. Every issue, every backer gets this cool pearlescent print too of EVS writing Wenger. So no matter who you are, you'll get a copy of that.
Wanger. We need that character from Game of Thrones that just like disappeared after season 3. We never saw him again. Remember that guy? Oh yeah, I loved him. What happened to him?
Wanger, maybe he's the guy who was like teaching Arya. He just disappeared one day. Just like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, he was great. What happened to him? I don't know. He's gone. All right.
Sword of Bravos.
All right, let's go. Let's do these two. This was at one point the newsstand cover, I think, but everything got upgraded to the shiny. So that's this. So this is
it makes me want to go back and check what I backed because I don't remember.
So this one came out quite nice. And
are they all on slightly different paper, or is it just a couple?
So the first 3 I'm showing are all on the same holograph, and then the other ones are on different types of hologram. This one you could only get if you backed the lunchbox. So that was the
I don't think I got that one.
Versus the whale. This one's actually one of the rare ones. So if you got that, and which that one came out good too. And if you got all 3, they actually form a nice triptych. If I can set it up, it would look kind of like that. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that, but they all
so they all go together.
Yeah, well, not really, but sort of like because this.
Hey, you can kind of see it.
You can.
I didn't know that. That's rad.
So
hang on. Rob Arnold has been going around friggin' going, I'm going to do this. Like it's this cool thing. And now you can lord that over him that you already did it, bro.
Old hat. Okay. So if you got the Narwhal cover, came with a t-shirt. It's like what they call crystal spec. And that's this one here, which came out quite great. And this is the back, the Frusher Luke back cover, which I think looks great too. And they look nice together. So
yeah, that's rad.
This was one of the top sellers. If the only way to get it was the day one purchase. If you got the Caesar salad pack, then you got the painted cover.
I definitely got that.
Yeah, and this.
Although I may have gotten the rarer one. That looks great with the gold.
Yeah, there's nothing really on the back. It's just the image itself, but the gold looked pretty badass. And we got 2 more.
Butterbear says Shane Davis is Sam because he loves Malin.
All right, that's fair. This here, the Charlie Snogans cover.
Yeah.
With a glitter foil. This one came out pretty awesome. The back is different. This was actually something I did for Fractober. Although I don't know if it aired. I can't remember. But I did it back in Inktober or whatever that was. And so that's, the whole crew. And this is the Prestige book. So it's actually, it has a spine on it. And
fancy.
This has 8 pages in the back of just pinups.
Oh, I see. Some of
the other covers. What else is in here? This one here, which was quite good. This was actually done by Patrick. He did a pinup for me. You can see that.
Nice. I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, and so if you didn't get the other covers, you'll get these covers with it. So you get one piece of every piece of art in this one.
Nice.
And then finally, this is the rarest one. This one is the Snogans Virgin cover. I put a limit on them. There were only 20. And this is holofoil magma. And it has kind of a cool...
liquid hot magma.
Magma, yeah. So this one came out great too.
I'm going to check. I mean, I think I might have gotten... because I backed this campaign a bunch. It's like I tried to get out. You just kept pulling me back in.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot of good art. Oh, and then this also comes with, well, it comes with a sticker as well, but it comes with the back cover as a gold print that's going to be autographed.
Ooh la la. Very cool. Do you have that tweet? Can you show us that tweet that you sent out? I don't know if it was a tweet or an update where you've got everything, including the standees and everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I actually have better photos on Indiegogo.
I mean, shit, whatever you want to show, but it's so people can see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to check out my last backing. Oh, I've got it. Snogan Virgin cover variant.
Oh, great. All right, you got that one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
nice.
Here we go.
Excellent. Oh, hang on.
So yeah, here's everything. I just took a bunch of photos, 900 issues. There's actually about, I don't know, 8 more boxes on the other end of the room. And then this was all of this, us building the standees, so those are all together. And this is my cat helping me. She did a good job. And
are they the standees in that thing there? Is that what that is?
Yeah. So they come in these little bags. So this is what it'll look like when you get them. They're all like, they have their own hologram bag. So if you want, you can, hang it up, or you can take it out and you can build it. Oh, this was this was a prototype. We didn't actually end up doing the Camel Moon one. Maybe I'll do it some other time. But yeah, there's
maybe you can sell them as merch on How Salad. I know people are asking for How Salad merch. So
you mean Camel Moon merch?
Yeah, Camel Moon merch. Yeah.
I think I have ideas for how that's going to go about. So, but that won't be for a little while.
Warlock wants to know who ordered the cat. Yeah, who's getting the cat?
Anyone. You can have it. You could just get it out of the house. Leave me alone.
Not your cat.
No, it's my cat. She just wants to shut up. Yeah, and then here you go, Boots and Heels. Check it out. So the holofoil cover that you guys saw, this one here, that is going to have that magma holofoil wrap. That's what that's going to look like. This the wraparound cover. So it's going to be pretty great. And yeah, the only way to get that is going to be to sign up for it, or sign up for the emails, and a little sneak peek here. This is not much of anything, but this is the sketch. I just had a meeting with Dan Lawless.
Is this how you sketch? Meeting. It looks like you do it in MS Paint or something.
Yeah, it was just like, let me just get it out. Let me just get the colors out, because Dan and I were going over shit. And so this is low key, I think, what he's going to base his design off of when he gets to do a cover for Boots and Heels.
Sorry, who's that? I spoke over you.
Dan Lawless.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, Dan's a beast. Dan's a beast. People want to buy your cat. $5.
All right. Oh no.
Take him. Will he survive in the mail? Unknown. Did you get any signups? Any more signups?
What is this here? Warlock says still need a Hail Salad Blu-ray release. Yeah, that's coming. It's all coming. Let's see here. Let me refresh this. We're at 326 emails. Not too bad.
Respectable. Very respectable.
We got 4 on this show. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Well, we've been live for 2.5 hours. I think we had a good time. I do like to leave it on a high, like you wanting more. Not that, this is not a regular show that we'll be doing here, but we had some laughs, some tears were shed. And I'm happy to leave it there if you are, Camel.
I guess so. I'd be happier if we were at 330 emails, but
well, we can't have everything in life. We can't have everything. I think I snagged like a couple of emails, so I'm happy with that. It's really hard. I feel
Val
like
says he wants to dramatize me. I gotta go to bed. I'm so hungry.
That happens on Camel's show. This is CG Jack's different show, but we'll be back. We'll have a little powwow with the team so that we can go over the words exactly that we can and can't say, so this doesn't happen again It's super gay, but whatever. That's just how it has to be with YouTube. It's very annoying. Good hanging out, Camel.
Good turnout tonight. Thanks everyone for showing up.
Yeah,
because I know you probably were expecting one thing and you got this thing, but yeah, we had a good turnout. I mean, 160 people. That's pretty great.
Mm-hmm. Please do make sure you are subscribed. If you are a regular on this channel, but you're not super familiar with Camel for some reason, he has a channel over. It's called Camel Moon. We do Camel Nights over there, video game show, lots of fun, as well as other stuff. He started doing uploading shorts and everything now. It's really starting to pick up. Oh, Chris Stanley sent a super sticker. It's a big.
It's a red thumbs up. Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. The biggest thank you, as always, goes out to the wonderful, amazing, incredible, spectacular, always phenomenal, sexiest chat in all of CG. I will see you. I'll see you soon. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Individually, we are weak, like a single twig, but as a bundle, we form a mighty